Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey, y'all. Already coming in strong with Pisces energy, because what the hell is that? Hey y'all, welcome back to SunshinehazeCo. I am Aja A. It is time for a video on another lunation. Today I'm going to be talking to y'all about the Pisces New Moon. I'm sad that we're moving out of Pisces season, but we are moving into the Pisces lunar cycle, so we still get to deal with Pisces for a little bit longer. Y'all know I talk a lot of shit about fire signs, so I am not necessarily ready to be in Aries season. I'm not, especially because the Aries been wilding. All of you Aries been tripping for the past few weeks. Yeah, Samantha, yo ass. That's my best friend, and she been wilding. So this is a video on the Pisces New Moon, and so for those of you guys that aren't really familiar with what that means, the new moon is a time when the moon is opposite the sun and the side of the moon that's facing us is not illuminated. And so when we're looking at the energies, we're looking at a little bit of mystery, but we're also looking at a period in where we get a little bit of a refresh, not a little bit, a lot of bit of a refresh. And then also because we don't have the moon illuminating the sky for us, we are being led to really follow our intuition during this time, okay? This moon is in the sign of Pisces, the fishies, with their tails tied together and they're swimming in different directions. That is Pisces for you. And so that is what type of energy we're going to be working with for the next month, okay? This new moon is going to be on Saturday, March 13th at 5:21 in the morning, and that's Eastern Standard Time, and it's going to be happening in 23 degrees. Fun fact, March 13th is my pandemic anniversary. I flew to New Orleans last year for something, and it got shut down anyway, but this was me and one of my other best friends, Zena, not the Aries. Zena is actually a Cancer like myself, and she is also a Pisces moon. We had flown out to New Orleans, and I think we left on the 13th, or we met each other out there on the 13th, and when I flew back to Colorado, everything was just different. So happy paniversary, you guys. Not really happy because we're all over this shit, but interestingly enough, it's falling on the Pisces new moon. Am I surprised? No. So to get started, this sign, Pisces, although it's a little fish with the tails tied together swimming in different directions, Pisces is associated with spirituality. Pisces is ruled by Neptune in the 12th house, which is the house and the planet of spirituality, what's beyond the veil, all the things, all of, divinity, all of these things. Pisces is also, they carry a very sensual energy. They are romantics. They are also very creative and quite artistic. And I did say spiritual, yeah, very intuitive as well, and quite compassionate. Idealistic as well. And on the shadow side, Pisces is aloof, quite confused. Y'all ever deal with a Pisces and they working on their shadow side, you know what I mean. They're also very sensitive. Pisces is water, and at times they can be quite impressionable. So all of those energies are what we'll be working with over the next month. Although the moon will cycle through the 12 different signs over the course of the month, we're starting this lunar cycle, and it's a new moon in Pisces. So we'll be dealing with that Pisces energy for the next month before we head into the Aries lunar cycle, before we have the Aries new moon, okay? So the first point that I have here on in my little, I was gonna say, in my handy dandy notebook, is pointing to spirituality. So we've been in some crazy wild times, and it's kind of been like we've been tossed and lost in the sauce, just kind of floating in the waves, blowing in the wind. This aspect of spirituality coming with this new moon, especially because the moon has a lot to do with, or is very closely connected to intuition. This is a time in which we really need to be paying attention to what we are intuiting, okay? So if you are feeling pulled to do anything, or if you're feeling pushed to do something, or you feel like your energy is being brought to a certain space, even if it seems hella different and you like, I don't know about this, I would definitely say go and see what it's about. we're dealing with water energy here, so kind of just let life's currents flow you, or I don't want to say drag, just let life's currents take you to where you need to be during this time. There is this notion of trusting our intuition, right? And I will say that with anything that we find ourselves doing during this time, it's written, and it might not seem big, it might not seem very grand, it might seem like you're just doing something very small, but I will say anything that you're focusing your energy on during this next month, especially around the shadow period of the new moon, which is a few days before and a few days after, and the day of the lunation, anything that you touch, or any thoughts that you have, understand that you might see them play out on a much wider scale as we cycle through this lunar cycle, and as we make moves up through the rest of the year into the Pisces full moon, okay? For example, I was on Facebook earlier, and there was an ad for some sort of like artist residency or fellowship or something, and in there they have something to do with film, I believe. And so I was looking at it, not noticing, right? Looking at it, and I'm like, oh, that's fun, that would be cool. I wonder if there's a way I can finesse and, you know, apply in regards to script writing, in regards to filmmaking, right? Not realizing that I already have the card for the woman who's over that program. I met her months ago, as a matter of fact, around the Pisces full moon. So for me, following your intuition, why was this thought, why did that pop up on my phone? Why did that pop up why did I randomly remember that I have this woman's card? Because something in regards to that is written for me. And so little things like that you might be noticing over the next month, and I would say pay attention to them. And even if you're not paying attention to them, don't push the thought out the way. Just see where it's going to take you, because it's going to take you somewhere hella popping. Okay. There's not a lot of humidity today, but my hair is like poof. Okay, the next note that I have here is in regards to the Pisces artistic energy and creativity. As I mentioned earlier, Pisces are very artsy and craftsy. If you know any Pisces, they're probably musically inclined, artistically inclined. They might be actors or actresses. They probably do something creative or have some sort of creative habit, or I'm sorry, not creative habit, creative hobby. And so for us, on a collective level during the next month, what's going to be happening, because we are in the space of a new moon, we're planting new seeds, putting out new foundations, right? We're going to be in this space to where our new seeds, our new foundations might have a little bit of a creative flair to them. They might have a little bit of an artistic spark to them. And even if you're not an artist, like even if you're not into, you know, painting and writing and, you know, singing and dancing and stuff like that, understand that the energy that's being lent to us during this time, even if you do something like, you know, you sit behind a desk all day and you work with numbers or whatever, understand that the Pisces energy being lent here is probably going to be giving you some sort of new idea in regards to how you can accomplish the goals that you have put in place for yourself, or even bringing in new ideas, new notions, in order for you to create new opportunities for yourself. And keep in mind that we are dealing with the new moon, and so I typically read to the new moon as, you know, a time for us to bring in new things, bring in new possibilities, refresh our energy. However, because Pisces is mutable signs in the seasons, because Pisces is mutable and we're finishing up the winter season, there is also this aspect of wrapping things up so that you can clear out space to bring in these new opportunities, to really come into these new ideas and these new creative elements. I don't know why I said that like that, y'all. Don't mind me. I am sleepy. Excuse me, I was not trying to yawn. Excuse me, y'all. That's another thing too with Pisces and Taurus, honestly. Anytime we have Pisces lunations, you're probably going to be tired. If you guys ever hear people making fun of Pisces, they call them sleepy. And that is because, yeah, Pisces is sleepy. Pisces is associated with the dream space, the dream world, the ethers, right? And so it naturally so, you might find yourself nodding off more often than you're used to. You might find yourself randomly taking a nap, and when you're not a nap person, you might be a lot more tired than you normally would be. And that is Pisces energy swirling around, and that's because there's a lot happening on a subconscious and spiritual level for us during this time. And so just because we don't see it in the physical, that's still energy being used, energy being taken, energy being put out. So we're tired, we're sleepy. Like, I'm probably about to take a nap after I finish this video, to be completely honest. No, I'm gonna eat a snack and then I'm gonna take a nap. So just keep in mind that you might be a little sleepy during this time, but also going back to what I was saying, we're in this space to where we are going to be coming up with new ideas, probably coming up with creative new ideas in order to really plant firm, solid foundations and build and grow upon the things that we really want to see play out for ourselves. We're coming back to a place of passion too. I mentioned that Pisces is passionate. And so not only are you getting a little bit of a creative spark, a little bit of an artistic flair, you're also having your passions reignited during this time. So like going back to my example about, you know, the film and the script writing and this artist residency or fellowship or whatever, and having this lady's card, you guys, yes, I'm an astrologer, I'm a diviner, I read y'all's cards, I do all the things, but my first love has always been writing. I have always wanted to write films, I've always wanted to write books, always wanted to make TV shows, right? And so the year that we've just had, as much as I've tried to put my energy into it, I can be honest with y'all and say I ain't put the energy in or have seen the work that I wanted to see. And I've been sitting kind of pretty for a little bit. And recently I've been in this space where I'm like, yeah, no, I'm excited. I want to do this. This is what I really want to do. This is what I really need to be doing, XYZ. So your passions are more than likely going to be reignited during the next month. More than likely within the next few days, because we're coming up on the on the new moon now. And so when those things pop up, or when you start to have those ideas or those notions of, oh, I really want to get back into doing this, get back into doing it, because it's popping up for you now, because it's something that you're supposed to be doing. So don't go against the grain. Don't go against life's currents. Listen, y'all saw Finding Nemo. Y'all saw Finding Nemo with the turtle. As soon as you hit that little current, where are you going? Unless you pop yourself out, right? So just flow with the turtles. Noggin, dude, flow with the turtles, okay? Do your thing. Do your thing and let life do its thing. You will be taken to where you need to be, and it's probably going to be somewhere that you're actually very excited about, okay? The last note in regards to this Pisces energy that I have here is in regards to options. I mentioned at the beginning of the video how Pisces is the two fishies with the tails tied together. Who is that? I don't know who that is. Pisces, fishies, two tails tied together, swimming in different directions. And this points to Pisces energy. If you ever hear me talk about Pisces people, I call them free love people. And I mean that in regards to relationships, but I also mean that in regards to the things that they do. Pisces is led by their heart. They move out of their heart chakras and they move out of their little crown and soul star chakras, okay? They're led by their hearts, like most water signs. And so when Pisces feels like, oh, I want to do this, or I feel like my energy is being called here, that is where Pisces is going to swim. The thing with Pisces, though, is that their energy gets pulled to certain places. Pisces heartstrings get pulled in different directions, and they swim in different directions, and then they get stuck. And that's where you guys end up seeing and hearing about Pisces confused energy and Pisces being all over the place and Pisces not knowing what the hell is going on. It's not necessarily that. It's just that their heartstrings are being tugged in different directions. So there is this aspect of options during this lunar cycle. I have already started to see this pop up for me, and I'm like, oh. And that's probably how you guys are going to be, because it's like, is it time for that? Is that really what's going down here? But understand that life plays out how it should, when it should, whenever it should, wherever it should. So a lot of you, a lot of us, probably everybody, there's going to be some sort of aspect of decisions that need to be made during this lunar cycle, especially before we go into the spring, or as we're starting the spring season, because we will be starting the spring season right after we have this new moon about a week later. Actually, not even a week. What day is the full moon? The 13th. No, actually, literally a week. I think spring starts on the 20th. Oh, excuse me. Listen, y'all, I don't know. But we're going into the spring season during this month, and we'll still be in the Pisces lunar cycle as we go into the spring season. And so there's going to be things, with Pisces being mutable, that you have to wrap up. There's going to be decisions that have to be made, and your heartstrings are going to be tugged in different directions. It is very important for you guys during this time to understand that this is not necessarily a space to where you can untie your tails and swim in both directions. you're going to have to figure out what heartstring you want to go to, what heartstring you want to go towards, what energy you want to actually deal with. And those are not always easy decisions, but let me tell you something. We are coming out of the Mercury retrograde shadow period, so everything's not going to be as hazy as it was. You're going to be a little sleepy for a couple of days, maybe a little confused for a couple of days, but we have some clarity coming in for us, even by way of the new moon. And when I say clarity, I mean clarity by way of your intuition. So even if you can't see clearly now, the rain is gone, as it's about to give us a whole snowstorm here in Colorado. But even if you feel like you don't know in which direction you're heading, understand that you actually already know. You intuitively know. You feel where you're supposed to be going, and allow your heartstrings to put you into that little boat and let life's currents carry you with the turtles and Nemo to where it is that you need to be. Okay? And remember that where you need to be is something that you'll be passionate about. It's something that you'll enjoy. So don't be too alarmed. Don't be scared. Don't be too alarmed, okay? So I hate my chair. It makes the craziest noises. Very quickly, I want to talk about an aspect here with the new moon. This new moon will be conjunct Venus. And Venus is a planet that governs love and beauty and also money. I think people forget that Venus governs money as well. Venus governs money. Venus governs Libra and Taurus, okay? So what we're looking at, and a conjunction is a positive aspect, okay? It's when the planets are pretty much sitting on top of each other. They're in the same degree, in the same sign, very close to the same, within the same orb, but the same degree in the same sign. So this new moon conjunct Venus, we're looking at this refresh in love, in the things that we're passionate about, and also getting our appearances together. I know that sounds very vain, but let's be real. We had a pandemic. No, we're still in we're in a whole panoramic still. And a lot of us have let ourselves go or have completely done away with caring about how we look or how we present ourselves, which is completely fine. No judgment over here. Y'all know I'm the most chill, laid back. Like, I have on basketball shorts on the bottom here. I put on a necklace and I tried to cover a pimple, but y'all can still see it. So like, y'all know I don't care. But during this time, we are definitely going to be getting a refresh in how we look at ourselves, how we present ourselves, also getting a refresh in regards to love and romantic relationships, and also getting a refresh in regards to how we're handling our money. So a lot of us, you might start working out again. Some of y'all might even go get some work done. Some of you guys might get some, change your diets because you want your body to look a certain way. And there's also this notion to where you're going to be changing the way that you handle your finances. It's also possible that you could have new streams of income come in or come into some money during this month by way of the new moon conjunct Venus in Pisces. And we are also going to be dealing with, what did I say here? Oh, and love. So, y'all be thinking Valentine's Day is love season, but really with this new moon conjunct Venus, especially depending on what's going on in your chart, and you're going to have to look at your chart and look at your transits, which you can do on Google or any of these other like astrology apps. Just got to do a little research and see where these planets are passing over in your chart, and that can give you an idea. But some of you guys may be coming into new relationships, new spaces, meeting new love interests, or just getting a better sense of self-love and things of that sort, okay? All right, y'all. Next thing that I want to hit y'all with is the degree. 23 degrees is what this lunation is in. And 2 and 3 break down to 5, which means that there's really a change coming in. We're really rocking with mutable Pisces energy, wrapping up the winter season so that we can really come into something new. And with the 2 and the 3 components, there's this component of harmony and balance and also of manifestation. So as I was mentioning earlier, whatever you're feeling pulled to, whatever you're feeling called to during this time, it is written, and you need to allow yourself to be in the currents with the turtles so that you can get to wherever it is that you need to be, okay? Now is especially with this spiritual Pisces, Neptunian 12th house influence by way of this sign, and also the intuitive influence of the moon. The moon also has to do with spirituality. We associate the moon with emotions. However, the moon is also closely related with intuition. So as all of these things transpire over this month, it is very important for you guys to remember that this is the time to be speaking things into existence right now. I know I say all the time our words and our thoughts are very powerful, but they tend to be more powerful with certain energies. Now is the time to really be writing out your intuitions Yeah, but now is the time to really be writing out your intentions. Now is the time to really be speaking the positive things that you want to see play out in your life into existence, okay? This is a really good time to do rituals and divinations. And it's also a very good time to be doing things surrounding the law of attraction. Google is free. Y'all can, everything I just mentioned, y'all can find on Google or on YouTube. YouTube has a lot of good resources too, okay? This moon is happening on a 3-day, which is another number of manifestation. And I like to look at 3 also as a number of community, creativity, and communication. So again, going back into what I was saying, this is really a time to speak your intentions and your manifestations into existence. We have the power to do it now. So, and I've been having interactions with quite a few people in the past month in which I'm having to tell them, you need to be intentional in the way that you speak. Be intentional in the way that you speak. Instead of saying, I want this to happen, or I hope this is going to happen, guess what? During Pisces lunar cycle, you need to say, this is about to happen. This will be happening. And you can even go so far as to put times and stuff on it, but just be mindful that things play out when they're supposed to. But if you really believe and really train yourself to believe that certain things are going to be playing out in a certain time frame, more likely than not, they will. So really dive into this Pisces spirituality and this intuition and this ethers energy. Oh, speaking of the ethers, y'all, I did mention that Pisces is associated with dreams. Your dreams are going to be off the chain. They will more than likely be off the chain for honestly about a week. I have already started having wild ass dreams, y'all. I had a dream about a ghost lion, and then I ended up in a laundromat, and this was all in one night's sleep. And then the next night, I had a dream that me and my little Pisces moon bestie Zena was swirling around in the ocean, just swimming in the ocean. And we went across the barriers, and our other friend was like, don't do that. You're not supposed to be out there. And we were like, we're Cancers. Like, we're supposed to be out here. We can do what we want in the water. The next day I had a dream that I dyed my hair turquoise or like teal, which is Pisces colors, which I thought was really funny. And I cannot remember my dream from last night. But just so y'all know, your dreams are going to be off the chain. There are messages in your dreams, but I will tell you that some of these dreams, they might not have a lot of significance because Pisces, and also because new moon. But I will say that if you are having wild dreams and you would like some insight, shameless plug here, you can shoot me a message or leave a comment down below, and I'll let you know how to get in contact with me, because I don't have this up on my shop just yet, but I do also do dream interpretations, and I can either do a reading or I can do a report for you. So if you are having wild dreams and you really want to know what they're about, holla at a young G. Support a Black woman-owned business in Women's History Month, like SunshinehazeCo. All right. Okay, that's all I want to say about the numerology and about the dream space. Very quickly before I go, this is a good time, like I said, for rituals. Because this is a water moon, what I will be doing is rinsing my stones underneath some lukewarm water, not necessarily cold. Keep in mind that certain stones cannot be in water for too long. So I will literally be rinsing. Everything is about intuition. Everything is about intention. Apparently, we all need to be paying very close attention to our intuition during this time and allowing ourselves to be led by it. Because that word keeps being blurted out for some reason. Not for some reason, I know the reason, but keep in mind that certain stones cannot be under the water for so long. So what I will be doing is literally rinsing my stones. It's all about intention, and just praying over them, blessing them, and so that when I pass them quickly through the water, everything that I need to happen happens, okay? I'm gonna rinse my stones. I'm also probably gonna be taking a spiritual bath. And spiritual baths are all about what you want to put in there. Just make sure you're not putting anything toxic in there. Make sure you're not putting too much essential oils in there, because you don't want to fuck your body up and fuck your insides up, ladies. Be careful. A little spiritual bath. I'll be writing my intentions in my new moon journal. And what else do I got here? Speaking blessings over water. That's something too. With this being a water moon, you can get a bottle of water. I would suggest alkaline water, and you can let it charge overnight, but bless your water, and then you can use that to like water your plants. You can use it to bathe. You can also drink it. But you put your intentions into it. With this being a water moon, this is a really good time to speak blessings over your water. Word to Tori for putting me on game about that. And that's not all I got. tools for your rituals, for your divinations for this Pisces new moon. Because I keep my stuff very simple, what I will be doing is burning some incense that are either blue or green. I have like a green tea incense right now, so I'll be burning that. Writing with blue or green or teal colored pens and for my intentions, and I'll be wearing blue and green. My nails are Pisces colored right now. And wearing stones that are, this is the solar plexus. I'm doing a cleanse, so I'm in my solar plexus week, so I do have on a solar plexus bracelet. But as you guys can see, I have on a Pisces stone around my neck. This is aquamarine. So get into some Pisces stones. Again, Google is free. And you can wear those around. You can put them in your pocket. You can put some in your space. Just whatever you feel that needs to be done, make sure you're speaking intentionally and blessing everything that you do. Okay? And that's really all that I got for you guys in regards to the rituals and the divinations for the Pisces new moon, okay? When you are writing your intentions, it's important to be very, very intentional in the way that you speak. So you want to say, I start, I have, I do, I come into, I like things that you want to see happen, as I was talking about earlier, speaking things into existence. Try not to speak in regards to letting go or releasing things, because this is not a full moon. Although this is the winter season, we did that with the full moon. We did that with Virgo, and you can do it again with who's next? Libra? Yeah, you can do it again with Libra when the Libra full moon comes up. But right now is all about the new sparks, coming into new spaces, coming into new places, okay? So yeah, Pisces full moon, time for us to get back into what we love and trust the process. It's also a very highly spiritual time and a highly vibrational energy that we'll be working with for the next month. So try to take advantage of it, because that's what it's there for. That's what it's made for. And that's really all I got for you guys. Before I go, shameless plugs, check out your March tarot forecast. I was going to put up love readings this month, but it's been a lot of shit going on over here, and not even in my life. My neighbors have been wilding, and I have been thrown into the pot, and so Lord forgive me, but they done fucked up my work. So I'm not putting up love readings this month, but I will be putting up some some very quick mid-month readings either next week or sometime this weekend, and I'll get into the love readings next month for sure. What else do I got for you guys? There's a March pick a card spread up, and check out the Etsy shop if you want to book your own reading, if you want your own natal chart report or your own numerology chart report, and these are personalized, and I do write them myself. If you are interested in that, you can, or some divination tools or some healing chakra jewelry, healing crystal jewelry, you can go to my Etsy shop, linked down below, and buy something. Support a Black woman-owned business during Women's History Month. I would greatly appreciate it, especially because going back to them decisions, I don't know what life gonna look like here in a month, and I might really need y'all to send me some bread, okay? But that's all I got for you guys. Thank you for tuning in and listening to me talk to y'all about Pisces and the new moon. I will catch y'all next time. Peace.